Most writers know the value of clear and concise writing, but why is it especially important for accessibility? For some readers, such as those with cognitive or visual impairments, clear and concise writing makes an even bigger difference. Dense text, acronyms, jargon, and metaphors can make documents and interfaces especially difficult to read. For example, in an online recipe, spelling out ounces and tablespoons is one way to make the recipe easier to read and more screen reader friendly. Let's look at some other ways to make text clear and concise. What if you came across an online recipe with this introductory sentence?
One of many delicious lunch recipes to keep in your back pocket for an al fresco meal is this option that can be made ready ASAP, the Greek salad.
Can you identify accessibility issues with this sentence? Pause the video and reflect. The sentence is long and wordy, and the main point is at the very end. Here's a version that's clearer and more accessible.
A Greek salad is an easy and delicious lunch.
This version eliminates wordy phrases and passive voice, such as one of many and can be made ready. Also, the main point is first, a Greek salad. This way, readers know immediately what you're talking about. Finally, this version doesn't have metaphors or acronyms that could be difficult to localize or understand, such as in your back pocket and ASAP. In a product interface, here's an example of text that could be challenging.
Encryption cannot be performed because the primary key version for the key has been destroyed. Create a new key version and make it primary to encrypt the data.
There are several reasons this text could be challenging for a reader with a cognitive impairment or for a screen reader user. How would you make this text clearer and simpler? Pause the video here to reflect. Here's a more accessible version.
To encrypt data with this key, create a new version and make it primary.
In this revised sentence, we eliminated repetition, removed unnecessary complexity, placed the objective first, and changed passive voice to active voice. In addition to making content more accessible, clarity makes content easier to internationalize and localize. Clear, simple text lets your audience focus on learning rather than deciphering what you're trying to say. This guideline applies to all writing, but it's particularly important for accessibility.
Visit goo.gle/accessible-content to learn more about this and other accessibility writing tips.